Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. Yesterday was June 25th, a day that has been speculated and theorized by many 21 Pilot fans as a day that something big was going to happen. What was that thing? The Clancy final chapter. Why? Because back when Clancy released, there was this exhibit in Columbus, Ohio, a fan premiere exhibit, an FPE, if you will, that featured the history of the band through various pieces of memorabilia, including original lyrics to certain songs. But the very end of all this was words written in Latin that translated to Clancy final chapter. And there were two numbers, 25, where many people began to theorize what in the world this meant. And the most common theory was that this meant June 25th. And people began coming up with theories on how this connects in every certain way imaginable, relating back to lyrics, relating back to Instagram stories, relating back to certain things, including in the song Snapback. So, when yesterday hit, everyone's eyes were on the various 21 Pilots social medias, which also included DMA.org and the Blurry Face Twitter accounts. Yesterday came, yesterday went. Nothing happened, including people at 11 at night were like, yeah, nothing happened. Yo, you wait, the day is still going on. Nothing. Nothing happened yesterday, leading to the second theory of Clancy final chapter coming in 2025, which to me definitely makes way more sense. Why does it make sense? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Firstly, and this is the big thing, they just gave us the Paladin Straight music video. They just gave us the next part of the story. That was the big battle between the Banditos and the army of the Seas Dead. Clancy climbing the tower, seeing 7 bishops, murdering them to death, only to be, strangled by Nico. And, we're going to talk about that ending on the channel here because now that I have time to sit with it, I have a lot of theories and I have a lot of thoughts that go against how I say in the reaction video, if you didn't read that pinned comment. But regardless, we just got this big thing that many people said, oh, this is a cliffhanger. They're going to give us something else. We had Tyler tweet over the weekend that the Clancy World Tour is going to be a flashback. If the World Tour is a flashback and we were going to get the final piece of this puzzle on the 25th, why would the World Tour be a flashback? If it ends on June 25th, why would the tour that's coming be a flashback? That to me would make zero sense, because at the end of this music video, you have Tyler being basically choked and life flashing before his eyes in a way while his eyes are closed, running through everything that's happened, which is why the Clancy World Tour is going to be a flashback. It's part of the lore in a weird way. And also, just logistic-wise, we're getting ready for the Clancy World Tour. They don't really have a lot of time to do anything else because they filmed 14 music videos, and now they have to prep for tour. Give them a little break before they go on tour, which definitely was most of June. However, now it's game time. You have to prep the lighting, you have to prep the cabling, have to go over all the songs, have to rehearse many times, create the set list. Now, I know Tyler said the tweet of creating the set list, but also they were creating an Evening with 21 Pilots set list too. And then redoing that set list when Clancy came out to include Midwest Indigo and Oldie Station. So they had many set lists to come up with, but regardless, come up with that. And going over you in your rehearsal space in Nashville, going over everything with the team, making sure all your ducks is in a row and that everything works so the tour can go off without a hitch and with minimal error. So that's currently their focus, and Tyler's spending a lot of time with the family, especially with little Tommy before he heads out on the world tour before they get Christmas off. So they have many things going on in the background. They really can't do the final chapter at the moment. Most likely, they're going to either wait during one of their breaks to do something and release it next year, and or wait until next year rolls around to work on this final chapter. But what about the double album? Here's the thing. If it was the double album, you would not hear your old songs off of it, because the way 21 Pilots tours work is that on the first leg of everything, they will do every song, if not most of the songs, off of the new album. When they did Trench, when it was the first couple legs, when they came to Pittsburgh, we heard every single song off of Trench. This next leg in the fall, several of the songs were cut, such as Neon Gravestones, that was cut, Legend was cut, and a couple of other things. And for Takeover Tour, they did most of the songs off of Scale Nicely, with the exception of Bounce Man, and Redecorate was cut for the World, for the Icy Tour. Yeah, that was it. Man, that looks going to look bad on me. But regardless, you're going to hear most, if not all, the songs off of Clancy on the Clancy World Tour, the tour that the album is based off of. If it's a double album, the next album's probably going to have a different name. It's not going to be Clancy 2. So you're going to most likely, if it is double album, which I personally don't think it is, we'll put that on the record, that I don't think the next World Tour, it's smart of them to release it before the Clancy World Tour. If anything, I do think one more song is more plausible. That is my thing, because one more song, you get one more video that resolves the Demon storyline up, and then victory lap on the next tour, whatever you call it, even if it's just Clancy World Tour again. You do that victory lap, and I also hope that tour comes to Pittsburgh. Wink, wink. But regardless, 2025 makes sense, and they get off tour for in May for Blurry Face's 10th anniversary. They'll be off. They'll be off for Clancy's first anniversary. They'll be off on the speculated dates at the moment of June 25th of 2025, as well as August 3rd of 2025. How people got that date was one of the passwords for the new DMA org site. And also, it doesn't make sense to give everything all at once. If you are cheating in poker, why would you use the aces up your sleeve on your very first hand? That makes no sense. You wait till the game gets a bit more climactic to use the aces up your sleeve. If you're doing whatever, you don't want to give everything all at once. You have to hold some stuff back. So it doesn't make sense to do here's the finale before we go on this flashback world tour. And I know you just got this big old battle that, we can let you sit and digest it with, but no, here's Infinity War Part 2. When these big movie companies do the Part 2 of the videos, they're spaced out from the original release. So it doesn't make sense for us to get to, I know people will bring up the theories of certain things like the timestamp and Paladin Straight, or Tyler's old social media post that we technically had an anniversary of yesterday at the end of the Blurry Face era, and I made a video about that, or Josh's Instagram story where he ran certain mileage that equaled 625, and people were like, no, that means something. No, the copium is real, and Clancy 2025, that is the way to go to now. That is the way to think, because nothing came, nothing went. And I realized we're going to be like this the 25th of every single month now. It's the new 21st of the month. Everyone speculates 20 Pods are going to do something on the 21st of the month. And you know what? You're going to be right maybe 1 out of 12 times. But now we have the 25th to worry about. So, all fun. But most likely, we're going to wait till the Clancy World Tour is over, since what we're getting next is a flashback. Anyway, guys, my copium is right behind the camera with my tea. So I'm going to go drink that and get to work. So I'll see you all later. I'll see you guys tomorrow with my first guitar cover, Clancy, since the album came out, of Midwest Indigo. So I'll see you all later. Goodbye. And good night. More importantly, have a good day. And I'll see you later.